Okay, let's see. I think this is where I started the last one from, with the exception of the introduction of my bike. This is Dale. The Dale, as I like to refer to it. It is a 1995-96 Cannondale M400. I bought it January 3rd, 2017, and have put on it, as of today, about 5,000 miles. Okay, so anyway, this is the rail trail. This is I-95. I'm looking south right now, and this is the parking lot for cyclists. And I think you're going to be amazed, because last time I did this, it was all gravel and dirt, and now it's beautiful. Actually, it doesn't even look like the same landscape to me. But I also see there's some workers down there, so I'm not sure how far. I rode to Maytown in Volusia County on Friday, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that today or not. We'll see. See, there's the bike trails on the left, and the equestrian trail is on the right. Whoops. Let's see how we do here. But this is a far cry from what it was 5 to 6 weeks ago. The city's having a big community biking event on Saturday, February 24th, and I didn't think this was going to be done. Okay, am I playing? Okay, I was wondering if I was going to play. I'm outmanned for a game of chicken with that thing. But yeah, this was all gravel. This is the Rails to Trails East Central Regional Rail Trail. It's also, parts of this is also known as the East Coast Greenway, and its new name is Florida's Coast to Coast. This will run to Maytown, and there's supposed to be a trail that runs from Edgewater through Maytown all the way to the west side of the state to St. Petersburg. So we'll see how that goes, but this is the new trail. Enjoy. How? Ah, it's gonna suck. This is the culvert that I used to have to climb over and was always underwater. Awesome. Howdy. Good, you? Yep, that was the huge monster culvert that sat in the middle of a small ocean. It's finished. Just so you know, horses on the right, bikes on the left. New railing for the culverts. They've got a deadline. This has to be done by Saturday, because Saturday is the big event. I think the 40-mile trips, or the 40-mile trip, excuse me, starts Saturday at 9. The meeting place is at Coast to Coast, downtown, in between the US 1s, north and south. It's also known as the Titusville Welcome Center. Strange. The City Welcome Center is a bike shop, and they rent bikes, but they carry different brands than 10-Speed Drive does. My dojo, my cycling dojo that I go to. But yeah, so here's another culvert. This was underwater too at one point. Raging torrent through that one. Oh, now see, now the equestrian trail is on the left. Huh. We crossed over there. I think it stays on the left actually. But this is Florida's Coast to Coast. Further south, it's known as the East Coast Greenway because the Greenway runs parallel to US 1. Excuse me, and this is also known as the East Central Regional Rail Trail. Oh, okay then. Kevin Kent. There's a plane. I have no idea what type. But yeah, I'm gonna try to see how far I can ride today. Like I said, I did 52 miles last Friday. But that was in 2 rides. 3 rides actually. 2 rides were a little over 4 miles, and then 1 ride was a little over 48 miles. And that was the ride to Maytown. Of course, I didn't realize where I was until I got home and mapped my ride and saw that I had made it to Maytown. I was like, oh, okay, I can do it. Not bad for a 55-year-old. Phew. I'm sure this will probably get cleaned off with a sweeper before Saturday. This is going to be crazy, I think. There's going to be a lot of bicyclists out here. I'm wondering how they're going to do this, because there's 5-mile ride, there's a 10-mile ride, 20-mile ride, 30-mile ride, and 40-mile ride. And as far as I know, they're all up this trail. So maybe they should have made this double wide. I do hope it's a success, though. Part of Titusville's Renaissance, as they're calling it. The city's new motto, hashtag, is launch from here. So if you want to check the bike goings-ons, in Titusville, Brevard County, Melbourne, Cocoa Beach, Merritt Island, Palm Bay, West Melbourne, Indian Harbor Beach, Melbourne Beach, and the Atlantic. If there's any news about the trail, it'll be on Titusville.org, I'm sure. But yeah, so this is it. It just looks like a different landscape to me, man. I was out here, it was just, it's still lonely, but but at least it's finished. Riding on gravel. Oh, I've ridden by here before when it was gravel. See that old boat sitting upside down in the swamp? There's an old car up here too on its side, somewhere in the woods. You can see it when you ride by it, but hopefully we won't see any bobcat, or panther, or bears, or boar, or alligators, or any other nasty animal that isn't too friendly. But we shall see. Oh, here's a split in the road. There's a few of these along the way. I have to assume the train tracks did this too. Phew. You got little yield markers if you need to turn around. Stay in your lane. And the new mile markers. Spaced coast to coast. Space Coast, Florida. Coast to coast. You know, this is a 10-mile leg, I guess, they say, that runs from Maytown to Titusville. And Titusville's trying to jump on the bike bandwagon, which I suppose it's a good thing. I'm not going to knock them. I'm for bikes. People for bikes. Free transportation, my own power. It's great exercise. You get to see beautiful country, beautiful backwoods Florida. This is, I believe we are in, are in what's called the Charles H. Bronson Reserve. So this is pretty much all woods. I don't think there's any homes out here whatsoever. Just woods and swamp and wildlife. Rawr. But this is the rail trail, folks. This is what it looks like now. They've done a stupendous job. UIG, I believe, is the company that did the paving work and the sodding. I think at least UIG oversaw it. There's a big tree that Irma knocked over, but it's still alive. Yeah, I remember getting this far when it was gravel. Somewhere along this route is where that dump truck flipped over. Of course, I probably won't recognize it now because this is like new landscaping. Oop, no railings here. Yeah, I do love this. I do love this. This is beautiful. I hit the gym 4 to 5 days a week, and that's my personal social time. My internet is my cyber social time, and this is, besides my weekly Epsom salts baths, this is my me time. I get out here and enjoy nature, watch the birds, and any other critters that might happen along. And get my exercise. Oh yeah, and my tan. Yeah, it's not even February. I mean, it's not even March 1st yet, and I've already got my 2018 tan finished. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy this. I'm not going to run this video on real long because, you know, this is pretty much what it's going to look like for the next 10 miles. But I didn't want you to see it. I wanted you to see what it looked like finished. No more gravel. My voice isn't going from the rocks. Looks like there was a fire up here at one point. The trunks of the palm trees are all burnt. Ooh, so are the pine trees over there. I don't know what this is. Clearing. Porta potty. Oh, they better have a lot of those out. Saturday. But okay, this is where you have to come off of the horse trail onto the rail trail. Boom. And then back onto the horse trail. Keep your horses on the dirt. Pick up after them. Mile 3. So in 3 more miles, I should be at I believe, the Volusia County line. When I was up here Friday, the last mile marker that I saw was mile 1. I never did see a mile 0. That's why I didn't know I was in Volusia County, because I was looking for that mile 0 sign. But yeah, if you haven't heard of Rails to Trails, they've been active since the early 80s, I believe, and they have converted, gosh, I think I could say thousands and thousands and thousands of miles of old, out-of-date train tracks. When the companies put the tracks up for sale, Rails to Trails jumps on them as best they can. And they do a lot of hard work. They do a lot of hard work to make it look like this. Yeah, dry it up. It won't be in a few months' time when the rainy season starts. But yeah, someday I'll be able to go from Titusville to Maytown to St. Petersburg if I choose. I think they're supposed to be doing another trail from Titusville to Miami. Well, it's probably the East Coast Greenway, if and when they finish that. I'm not sure how fast they're working on it. But this is it, folks. wild and woolly backwoods Florida. You can see there ain't nothing out here. Lots of trees, evidence of fire, lots of palmettos, swamp pines. You can tell the swamp pines because the lowest branches are like 30 feet off the ground. Some cypress trees. I don't know. This is cool. This is cool. I love this. I love biking. I wish they made a better pair of compression shorts though. I've got two different types, thin and really thick, and either one of them help. My butt's still numb. But anyway, I will end this transmission. Give you a few more minutes of enjoying the trail without me rambling. Something just crossed the road up there, animal-wise. Okay, signing off now. Hope you've enjoyed. Happy riding.